How have things been for you lately? You moved out of the house that you were sharing with Kody and your family, and
Well, I never shared that house with Kody, actually. The one in Flagstaff.
it was always just for you.
Lived there.
Never lived there. But you moved out. You're on your own, doing your single girl thing. How's that going?
Good. It's been a little over a year and a half since I moved to Utah, and no, it's been good. It's taking my control back of my life. Not that I was giving it to him or giving it to anybody. But just having only me to worry about and not worry about whether or not I was going to be able to make this relationship work was good. To just be like, yeah, we're done. I'm just going to do my own thing.
And Kody said that you guys hadn't shared a bed in 8 or 9 years, long time. How is it to go back to dating? So you've mentioned that you really do want to make sure you date at some point in the future. How does it make you feel knowing, you kind of had that break in time?
Well, just sharing a bed and dating are two completely different things. So those don't really go together in my world. But dating has been interesting. I've been dating, nobody exclusive at this point. So it's a little bit weird. I'm in my 50s and it's interesting.
Are you on the apps? How are you meeting these guys?
Yeah, it's mostly on the apps. I live in a small town that has a very, 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 very small dating pool. So I need to, spread my wings, go to Vegas or Salt Lake,
And then do you feel like going into the future, do you want a plural marriage in the future, or do you want to be monogamous?
No, I won't go into another plural family.
You guys were talking about it, you and your friends. Your friends seem so lovely, by the way, the ones that you were having the lunch with outside.
Oh, yeah.
They seem so lovely. But you guys were talking about how they were saying they didn't think that there was a plural marriage that they'd seen that worked out well. And you kind of seemed like you were taken aback by that at the time.
No, I'm still kind of the same opinion. I feel like that it can work, but everybody has to be totally invested. I think for our family, it did work for a time when we were all totally invested.
Yeah.
And once that kind of started, everybody wasn't as invested as the whole, then it's not ever going to work.
It seems like the big change came when Robin moved in.
That's what everybody says, but what you need to understand is nobody ever saw anything prior to that, right? Our very first episode, Robin was in. And so people like to say that is the big change. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, but nobody ever saw anything other than that. We had conflicts prior to that just were not aired on TV.
Sure. How is your relationship with your sister wives these days?
So I'm not married, so I don't have sisters.
Or your ex-sister wives. Correct. You're right.
They're not super close, which is totally fine because I want them to be living their life however they need to be living it. And whether it does or doesn't include me, or different levels of including me, which is what they are, some I talk to more than others, right? I just want them to be happy and doing what they're doing in their lives.
So speaking of your best friend, she was a little bit taken aback, or there was a really awkward scene in the show where Kody's crying to you. He's helping to move you out, and they pan over to the side, and she's kind of awkwardly trying to look away because it's a very emotional, personal moment. How did you feel when he was breaking down like that?
I was surprised with his emotions. I was surprised that it hit him so hard. I think he was surprised that it hit him so hard. But I had already dealt with it all, and I think obviously he hadn't. That's why it hit him so hard. And I'm just I'm ready to go. This is my new life. Thanks for helping me.
He's the one that made the decision, right? So I feel like it's got to be kind of frustrating that, why are you upset now? It's too late, because now you're kind of being your own sparkly self. You were being so fun and
He didn't make the decision. Okay. It was a mutual thing. Because, he did tell me he wasn't interested in moving forward with a relationship. I made the decision to leave. I wasn't going to continue in that. Where he said he could. I mean, you saw him say it. I can fake it, which he can't, obviously.
That's horrible.
It wasn't nice, and I'm worth more than that. So I'm like, no, I'm out, and I have no question. I think had I left 10 years ago, I would have always wondered, did I make the right decision? But now I don't.
Yeah, now you know.
100% confident in it.
That's good. And so kind of moving forward, you know, you're doing your dating thing. What is your type? What is the kind of guy you're after?
Somebody who's independent, somebody who can treat me with kindness and honesty and respect, who can meet my energy. Probably tall. I want a tall guy, and also who my dog loves and who loves my dog.
Well, that's a sign.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
If the dog doesn't like him, yeah, probably not that good.
It'd be problematic.
Yes, no. So you said you're on the dating apps. Have anybody, like, do you ever go to bars? Are you trying to meet anybody out in public?
I would love to meet somebody just organically out in public, but I just don't know how to do that.
It's really hard.
I think it would be really hard. I hear people say men don't talk to women anymore. They don't, so it has to be the woman, to take the initiative. And I'm like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
If I have to take the initiative and be boss man here, then I'm not interested. The guy needs to do that.
You want to be courted, right?
I do.
Yes.
Absolutely. I deserve that.
Yes. What is your ideal first date?
Fun and laughter and easy conversations.
Do you like to go to like dinner? Are you like
Dinner would be great.
Okay.
Movie would be great. Walk in the park would be great. Whatever. I'm open to options.
Are you more like of a activity first date girl? Or are you more like, sit down, have a cocktail, have a dinner?
I feel like that sitting down and having a conversation limits what you can do. Like when you're out and about and you're doing something, whether it's just a walk in the park or skiing, I don't know, whatever. Like you can kind of interact a little bit more than just, it's like pressure, like having conversations. Do you like this? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite movie? It's more of an interview situation.
Yeah, no, for sure. Do you think, are we going to see any of these dates on upcoming seasons, do you think?
You probably won't until it's something serious, because that's a big thing for somebody to want to be on a TV show. So I would not do that to anybody that was not totally okay with it. And I don't think that I would really make somebody public in my world until they were really ready to be public.
There's like the soft launch on Instagram, the hard launch. Would you put somebody on your Instagram before things were solid?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Only if they were okay with it, though.
So no show, but yes, Instagram. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.